Ladies and gentlemen, this is KageKaze back again with our Witch Doctor here. We are at level 15, progressing into just past Leoric's Manor here. We're going to go into the Halls of Agony, level 1. Getting close to the end, Act 1.
Evil wears no disguises here.
And so, I know the content's been a little bit slow as of late, and I do have to give a personal apology for that. One thing that did happen was last weekend I got fairly ill. A bad reaction to some new medication I was taking, and then work got very busy this week. And then, of course, this weekend, I think I'm still dealing with whatever hit me last weekend. I just am not fully 100% covered here. As you can probably tell from my voice, it's a little rougher than usual tonight. Oh, they keep putting that. Keep putting something behind me there, you know? They're trapping me. They're being smart about it. Alright. So yeah, it's kind of kept me out of sorts. My throat's been pretty rough overall this weekend, which is why I didn't even get any recordings. I was going to do a little more recording with
I'm convinced
Tim
that
and Russ.
some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
Oh, Lazarus knows all about you, Leoric. Alright, so I was going to do a little more recording with them as well, but unfortunately, I could barely talk properly last night. I was doing a little bit of streaming just so people could come by and watch, of course. Just trying not to talk a lot, although I did end up talking more than I intended. But a lot of people could probably tell how rough my voice was. But we're going to try and continue here. I'm feeling mostly better at this point. I figure a little bit of gruffness behind the voice just makes it a little sexier. They make you want to come back. It's like, hey, it's that sexy Kage guy. Come on by and see him sometime. So I thought I was a little bit behind watching news for Diablo 3, but as I check Diablo fans every now and then, I didn't really see too much that was happening in the background there. The blue CMs have been rather quiet lately, which could mean there's a lot going on in the background and they just have no information to be able to bring us yet. Although there was a tweet of note. Since we're talking about the Witch Doctor, in my last video I did talk a little bit about the pet's survivability again. They did talk about taking, and this is the funny part, they said they took all the buffs that everybody suggested and then doubled them. Hashtag of boom. Boom, headshot. Yes, so what does this mean? Well, we don't really know. No one really knows. If it's anything like they did to Inferno, then there's a chance that this could be really good. Could also be, it could be really interesting. I don't want to say it could be really bad because any buff is a good buff to
need more mana.
The class, I think. Oh, let me. Oh, I missed. That was not good. Let's get away from these guys a bit. There we go.
Health returns to me.
Because that's originally when they came up with Inferno. Their comments were that they took the hardest difficulties that their teams could come up with and could beat, and then doubled it, which is why their internal teams did not beat Inferno. And the other reason for that is that their internal teams, of course, did not have the auction house and people feeding items to them. They had to pretty much find everything on their own. But there's that statement again about where they took it and doubled it. And we all saw how difficult Inferno was in the beginning. And it's so difficult that pretty much you were getting one-shot by some things. So this comment makes me wonder just what kind of buffs we're going to get. This is, and keep in mind, this is for patch 104, and 104 I do believe is going to be our balancing patch across the board. So we'll get some buffs here to witch doctors, hopefully some other balances for other classes, maybe see the return of some more viable skills for other, for other classes such as demon hunters. Have not played many of the other classes up to a high level yet, so it'd be interesting to see what happens from my barbarian's perspective, see if they do anything for him. Uh-oh. Get a few haunts out there. Nightmare. You made my zombies miss.
That was a worthy foe. Glorious.
Giant cleaver. So anyone who may not have been paying attention to Steam lately may be interested to know that the Steam Summer Sale has actually started. It's been up for a day or two, I believe now at this point. Tons of games going for really cheap up on Steam. I picked up a couple myself for just like $7.50 a piece. It's amazing. They've got flash sales this time around. So not only do you have the standard sales, but every few hours another game will go on sale for an insane price. And so you have to constantly keep up on it in order to get the best deals. Ooh, treasure goblin. Get him, get him, get him! There we go. Explosion of gold. A few blues. Grab those.
Needs more time.
Oh, the grasp really did a number on them, didn't it? I do really like grasp. If I can remember to put it out there, I like Haunt too. I like the fact that it jumps from target to target. Uh-oh. I am looking forward to future patches here, see what they do. At this point, they've got the game mostly up and running, I'd say, as far as everything that they originally wanted to do. For example, commodities, of course, are up on the Real Money Auction House, which is not really news right now, but at first when commodities went up on the Real Money Auction House, cash or gold was not available. But now, the gold, the sale of gold for real money is active on the Real Money Auction House. Of course, what people have noticed is the value of gold that's been set pretty much by the community at this point because of the way trading has been done has kind of set the value that the Real Money Auction House can trade it to as being insufficient. And by that I mean, on the real money auction house, you can only trade gold in stacks of 100,000, right? And the minimum that you can put a commodity on sale on the real money auction house is for 25 cents. And this is contradictory to what the current value of gold is. I don't know the exact... They've got a number based on basically dollars per million. So a lot of people are suggesting maybe the gold auction house should, instead of being stacks of 100,000, be stacks of 1 million.
Me to reconsider. I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust.
He is falling deeper into madness. So I don't have the exact numbers on me, but yeah, it's sounding fairly bad. Of course, with people dropping off, right? Who's to say that the market might not eventually balance? I couldn't really tell. The numbers sound really far off right now for that to happen. Then again, I'm thinking of something that's going to take quite a while to occur. I don't know. It's not beyond Blizzard to make changes. But, I just don't know. I've pretty much avoided the real money auction house as far as that's concerned.
I have finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me. And now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
He actually thought he could rid himself of the presence of Diablo. Poor, arrogant fool. I have to admit, you think about this dungeon, the Halls of Agony, it's like right underneath Leoric's manor. So what kind of madman makes this kind of place? Really? Even if he thought he was sane. It's crazy. All these implements of torture. Look at this, a burning pit of bodies. Perpetually burning. It doesn't stop. And that poor body just got ripped in half. Every now and then, it's kind of rare, but there will actually be an event right here where there's somebody hiding in one of these Iron Maidens. So there are actually some events that happen inside of these dungeons. Not a lot, but they're there. Oh hey, look who leveled. Cormac, my friend, what should we give you? So you have charge. Charge a target, dealing 50% weapon damage and stunning all enemies within 8 yards for 2 seconds. 30-second cooldown. That's not too bad. Charge in and stun. Then you've got Onslaught. Delivers a massive blow to an enemy for 200% weapon damage. 15-second cooldown. So that's more for DPS. Let's see. I'm thinking I kind of want you to be able to charge and stun. That keeps them off of me.
Contend with evil is the essence of what it means to be a Templar.
Focus is good, but do not let it narrow you.
Alright, the Highlands Passage. This is one of those areas where I had mentioned before about a merchant spawning. Prior to 103, there was a merchant that would spawn back there at the entrance who would ask you to help him take out another businessman that was pretty much muscling him out, as it were, if I recall right. And of course he had demons to do his bidding. It was kind of pushing him out. And then occasionally there would be another one. There were like 2 merchants. There would be the one back there, back at the beginning, that wanted your help, and then occasionally there would be another merchant over here beyond this bridge that really didn't have an event associated with him. He would just sell you things. And they were both fairly common. You would usually get one or the other. See, right about here is where he would spawn, and he would just sell you items. Unfortunately, since 103B, I don't think I've run into either one of them. So that means the event is supposed to be considered a rare spawn event. Which is kind of a shame, because once you get used to seeing them, having them gone feels different, feels odd, you know? Oh, I like that charge. Good work, Cormac. See, and then here, at this event, there's actually no merchants.
I am Asylla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment.
Let's get some stacks here. Oh, that didn't count through the door.
Do not have enough mana.
All right. There we go.
Thank the gods.
Yeah, lots of damage with that full stack of Soul Harvest. I really should endeavor to keep that up more often than I have been.
Thank the gods.
And free all these poor souls. Oh, I dare, sir. Oh, I dare. Okay, there's another one in here, it looks like. Let's go grab him.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment.
Bad, 4 stacks on that one.
Do not fear pain.
This build so far has been working out. Does plenty of damage. It's got just enough on the snares for the current difficulty.
There is someone amongst us. Deal with him harshly.
There we go. Get a haunt in from behind.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment. The gods have seen fit to release me.
Thank you, champion. My servants are now free, but the curse over this place
she's stuck in the wall.
the warden at the dungeon center and end his evil.
Let's do that. There's really not much hidden throughout this map, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and just go right to this encounter. There we go, there we go. Oops, wrong direction.
Could we find more like that?
He's always so eager, isn't he?
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me, and repent your crime.
Oh, slow him down, slow him down.
Need more mana.
There we go. Level up on a kill. On a boss kill. Gotta love it. Well, sub-boss anyway. Alright, well, let's see. New passive, Gruesome Feast. Whenever you are healed by a health globe, you gain 10% of your maximum mana and 10% intelligence for 10 seconds. The intelligence bonus can stack up to 5 times. That's pretty nice passive, especially if you can manage to pick up a bunch of health globes. And there's even some Witch Doctor builds that will help you do that, including zombie dogs dropping health globes. So there is a lot of use here. So it gives you your mana back, so you can use a bit more of your higher cost spells to spam. And of course, 10% intelligence up to 5 stacks, that's 50% additional intelligence. That's a lot of extra damage, really. Since I'm not really picking up a lot of health globes at the moment, I don't think I'm going to go into Gruesome Feast. I'm going to keep my spiritual attunement. And let's see. My defensive. Spirit Walk. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and keep my dart in my charger, I think. So what we'll do here is go ahead and look into Spirit Walk. This is leave your physical body and enter the Spirit Realm for 2 seconds. While in the Spirit Realm, your movement is unhindered. Your link to the Spirit Realm will end if your physical body sustains 50% of your maximum life and damage. So this is an interesting escape mechanism, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I'll put that on mouse 3 for movement. Tends to be my movement button, most of the time anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and keep my grasp, and we'll do groping eels for the damage. And what else should we pick up? Should I go into Soul Harvest still, or should I... maybe Haunt? Go ahead and keep doing Haunt. That's a tough choice. I'm going to keep going into Soul Harvest, because I'm going to try and combine that with the Spirit Walk. Now let me take a look at this spell real quick. 15-second cooldown. That's interesting. So my physical body stands where it was previously. Oh, here they come. So what I'm going to do is grab some... Now I seem to recall that you should be able to run through enemies while in Spirit Realm. Because it says your movement is unhindered. Which of course can mean it breaks CC. That is definitely one thing I imagine it will do. But then there's also, you should be able to walk through enemies, because certain skills let you do that. I think it might be a glitch or a bug that it won't, but I could be wrong. It could be intended that way.
The right to wear a crown is granted by the light. It requires the darkness of a corrupted heart to lose it.
Well, speaking of which...
My lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Lies. Until the very end.
A grim end to a noble woman. I am proud to have played my part in Leoric's fall.
I didn't know that Cormac would say something about that. And of course, if you stay here long enough, if you're looking for it, that gives you the book here, a page from Lazarus's grimoire.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
There, a worthy foe.
Oh, hello. So let's see something. If I do that... Nope, could not walk through them. Oh dear. I could run quickly past at least.
We have done it.
Now I know you're supposed to take damage, or at least your physical body, which I'm wondering if that means your health go down, but... There's much I don't really know about Spirit Walk yet. Something I'm going to have to do a little bit of testing on. No, they're not attacking. So you guys will attack, right? Come up here. Attack that. Well, it looks like they ignored it. But if anything gets too hairy, I can always just move around like that. That's pretty nice. But I'm trying to figure out... Oh, I'm used to that being Haunt, and I'm pushing it at the wrong time. Alright. So I'm still not entirely sure where it considers my physical body. If it considers where my original exit point was, or if it's where I'm moving currently. So for example, if I move through damage sources in Spirit Walk form. Well, we might be able to test here.
I strike at your heart.
Alright.
If only this dark place had been destroyed along with its ruler.
Okay, so I'm going to test it here. I didn't take any damage from that, but at the same time, my body didn't look like it took a lot either. Let's try that one more time, and this time I'm going to stand in it with Spirit Walk on and see if I take damage. Ready? Burn up. Come on. Oh, come on. Well, I didn't take any actual hit point damage. I also didn't get pulled out of the realm early. I'm pretty sure that was the full duration. But that does tell me a couple nice things to know about that skill. And that's that I can use it to escape damage. However, when it says that my physical body takes damage, my guess is that it means that it's like a decoy or something like that, where if my body takes so much damage, it's not that it does hit points to me or hit point damage to me. It just means that they have a way of breaking me out of my spirit walk early by hitting that original point, which means I could be knocked out before I want to be and get put into damage. But my planar form there, spiritual form, it appears to take no damage because I just stood there in that fire, didn't see any damage occurring. So that's nice. Not only that, but it's what this doesn't tell you is you move very quickly. You get a nice speed boost from using Spirit Walk. So I see this as being a very nice escape mechanism, and quite possibly something I will end up using near endgame. Any chance I have to get out of a damage source, the better. Oh, there's more books.
I need more bodies. You think my summoners can just conjure up a demon whenever it pleases them? He must have blood. Fresh blood, mind you. And human flesh to bolster our magic. I will be expecting a reply from you shortly.
I like this place. The fire traps and all that. I just like the fact that it is a dungeon filled with traps. Of course, whoop. Yeah. Took damage from the fire. Just run through it with Spirit Walk. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I like my Spirit Walk. Waypoint.
There are forces arrayed against us that are stronger than we ever imagined. Some greater purpose lies behind these trials, but I do not yet know
Time
it.
will tell all.
I've got a right good bunch of things for you this week.
Alright, let's just get rid of anything we don't need. Hey, 5 intelligence and health globe, grant life. I think, you know, I might keep my vitality plus magic fine. That's fine. Don't need any of these stones. We don't use any of those. Hey, a mask with vitality and 2 more regeneration. I think I like that. What do I lose? Melee attacker takes damage? No, and it's got good armor. Taking that. No, I think I stay away from the two-handed weapons unless it's like severely greater. It's a one-hander. No, thank you. Melee attacker takes damage. Life on hit. Hey, magic find and melee takes damage. But no, I'll keep my survivability for now. Oh, hey, intelligence and experience. Oh, man, but I lose regeneration. You know what? Oh, what the hell. I'm going to do it. Let's get my damage up a little bit and get some more experience. Two-handed polearm, no thank you. Hey, intelligence and health globes. But I lose vital and experience. I'll keep the experience, and so I've got a decent mix of intelligence and vital stuff. I think it's working out. This is 1 less vital with the same amount of magic find, same armor, so that's definitely a no. And 4 vital over dex, but I lose movement speed. It's more armor though, so let's keep it. There we go.
This is not a time for mourning. This is a time to dry our tears and draw our weapons.
Decent armor set. I still like the helm. That's very cool.
Alright,
we got a rare. Let's go find out what it is. It's a ceremonial dagger. Witch Doctor only. 19.6. DPS upgrade. Heck yeah. 2 to 4 cold damage. Life after each kill. Maximum mana increase. Mana regeneration by 1 per second. And experience. Nice. Very, very nice. Not the best stats in the world, but I like it. Oh, hey! My achievement! Ceremonial Garb. That is for having a knife, mask, and mojo. Cool. Very cool.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Ooh. Tricksy Hobbitses. 14.7 with 12 intelligence. So of course, this does say that my damage would go down by 8.2. Though my protection would go up. Let's take a quick look. I do 49, right? 49 DPS? 41, yep. Nice looking polearm though. Or spear. Magic spear. Alright. Get rid of that. And we're good. All these waypoints.
The way that scoundrel looks at me.
Maybe he's in love.
You think a man like that can fall in love?
Needs more time.
Alright, now what do we got here?
A mighty adversary is before us.
Really? Where? Jumping the gun on that one there, Cormac? Probably saw one that I didn't see. Alright, well, we're almost there. Pretty soon we'll be at the end of Act 1.
Be back in Tristram, crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
Fresh meat.
Oh, we've met. Trust me, we've met. Single-handedly killed every character I've ever made in Diablo 1. Oh, I think I got away with that. Alright, let's get a stack. There we go. Not bad, so I can dodge his hook while moving. Keep him slowed. Ow. Thank you, Cormac. Put a little of that underneath him. Let's go ahead and refresh this stack. It's a bit painful. Oh yeah, keep moving when he does that. Not too bad. Part of the butcher is you have to be able to keep moving. Especially with that hook. I think I was able to just barely pull out of that with the spirit walk. Oh, very bad. Move out of the way.
Eat your flesh.
Alright, yeah. He's gonna be interesting to fight in higher difficulties, I think. It's not too bad. A lot of it is being able to move. When I get hit by that hook, I definitely want to have some kind of escape mechanism. So a spirit walk was proving very useful there.
If you live, you fear.
The truth about the Butcher Demon was more startling than I ever anticipated. Evidently, there are many of them within the burning hells, though they used to be solely under Diablo's command. The Butchers are stitched together from the parts of other demons to combine their strengths, then given life through wicked magic.
Oh, pardon me. Ooh, we get anything interesting here? Both 18, 18, 14, 6. Not as good as what I currently have. Cold, hits to life, damage converted to life. Kills grant experience. Dex, life after each kill. No, nothing really good here. He's using a 16 too, so let's give him one of these. None of them have strength. That has life on it. Might keep him alive a little bit.
A Good choice.
Oh, it actually goes down because the axe he's got has 16 strength, and that's quite a bit of strength for him.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, we go find the stranger.
I am dying.
Take your sword, Angel.
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael.
Good old Tyrael.
You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Caldeum.
Belial and his legions will find justice at my hands. He will not escape punishment.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
To the ready-making. At least he lets me use his town portal when he makes it. And in Diablo 2, Cain wouldn't even let you use his town portal when he made it. Such a jerk, huh?
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Caldeum.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
As you wish. We will see to his shell. Then, we will see to his murderers.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
Who are Belial and Asmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
Belial may lead us to him.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
And now with this, we pay our due respects to our fallen friend.
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions. You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege. Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work you never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.